Hello, hello, what's going on? It's the Alessia Show. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Happy release day. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Actually, I don't know if I'm late or not, but I saw people saying, "Where are you?" I just literally finished another thing and now I'm here. We're awake, we're awake, we're on 2 hours of sleep. All right. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I think can I press play at the same time? Okay, I'm gonna keep on talking. Welcome to the Alessia Cara Show on 1.377 Spotify.com. Here we go, guys. We're playing the album. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for being in this chat. Let's just play through this album and I'll give you guys little tidbits, about the writing process and we can chat throughout. I'm sorry if I don't know how to use this correctly, but thank you guys for being here. Let's do it. I'm so happy this album is out. I hope you guys love it. Okay, here we go. This says Go Outside on Alessia Cara Radio. Hello? Wait, can you guys hear me? Guys, hello. Oh, I was saying tidbit of information about that little part, throwing rim shots, basketball reference, but also the drummer, Trevor, I asked him to do a little rim shot on the drums as well. So rim shots. Can you guys hear me? Is this yes? Okay, good. Yeah, so that was just a little reference there, a little Easter egg for you. Okay, let's keep going. I wish I could talk while the music's playing. Okay, later. Hello, it's me again. That, by the way, that little solo is played by Max Townsley, who is currently playing guitar in my band. So another little tidbit, I stole him after I met him in the studio and asked him to come and play with me. Here we go. Let's keep going. Alrighty, guys. All right, that was "Go Outside" by Alessia Cara. Let's keep moving to a song called "Left Alone." Hi everyone. Also another little, it's not an Easter egg, but said the word space. So I took all the music out so that there's actually space. I like to do that sometimes where the instrumentals reflect what's happening in the lyrics, kind of like rim shot, space. Yeah, I feel like I'm interrupting the listening every time I come in and talk. But anyway, here it is again, Left Alone by me. Alrighty, guys, that was Left Alone by Alessia Cara. I made that one with Greg Kirsten, who's a legend in Los Angeles. He plays like every single instrument in the world. So he like literally got on the drums, got on the guitar, played everything live. It was so wild, so cool to see him do that and to watch him work. And this next one is a song called Dead Man that I made near the end of the album process. It's funny because it's at the beginning, but I actually made it as one of the last songs. And it's about holding on to an idea of a person and realizing that that's actually not who they are. Sure, we've all been there before. Enjoy it. I made it with Mike Elizondo in Nashville. And here it is on Alessia Cara Radio 2020. Leave me hanging just because you don't get the picture. Get it? Because a picture hangs on a wall. How do we know it's Alessia Cara talking and not AI? I actually don't know how to answer that question. Like that, yeah, that is better than AI, I would say. I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Older, watching myself get older, discovering new lines on my face, and that feeling when you haven't seen someone in a while, and you get to throw a punch at life, and you win at something, and then other times life takes a punch at you. So it's like that's kind of just the way of life, the way of the world. Sometimes you throw a punch, sometimes you have to take one. My favorite, Vincent Garcia is his name. This is his amazing bass solo.
Found enough ways I can turn, they're all dead ends.
All right, that was Run Run by me. This next song is a song called Drive. This was also written pretty early on in the writing process. I made it with a lovely producer / artist named Chrome Sparks, Jeremy. He's a wonderful dude. We went up to his lovely studio and he played this on guitar. I believe we went out to his little garden and he played the little instrumental part, and I wrote the lyrics over top, and it was one of those songs that came really naturally just because it was something that was heavy on my heart at the time. I was feeling very stuck in my life, and it's about that. It's about like feeling kind of stuck, feeling like you did it to yourself, and wanting to do something completely out of character, or just like to escape yourself, escape the place that you're in. And so, when I talk about like stealing a car, I obviously don't mean that literally. It's more just like I want to do something completely out of character. I just want to get out of here, jump out of myself, jump out of this situation, and do something completely different and feel free instead of feeling stuck. And I reference a lot of things that kind of represent being stuck, like a wooden soldier on a table, like just kind of being stuck there, forced to stay there until someone picks him up and moves him, or like a dying flower in a dark room. Just like that sense of like not feeling nourished. And just a quarter of the way through is about the fact that I was 25. So it's like I'm only a quarter of the way through my life, but I'm already feeling this way. So that's what it's about. And it's one of my faves. And I could barely get through the recording of this. I remember it was a really sad day. And yeah, so I mean, I guess you can kind of hear it in the vocals. I also redid the production, or like added some things to the production, and redid my vocals with Mike Elizondo as well in Nashville. So this one took a couple different forms. Here she is, Drive on Spotify Radio. And that was Drive by Alessia Cara on Spotify Radio. All right, let me look at some comments over here before we move forward, guys. Your voice is so soothing. Thank you so much. Thank you to all those who are calling me a criminal. I really appreciate that so much. Obviously, not literally, guys. I would never steal a car. I would steal a bus. Just kidding. I'm also running on like 0 hours of sleep, so I'm so sorry for not making any sense. But I'm here and I'm excited to be with you guys. All right, this next song is another song that I wrote with John Levine. This was like halfway through the album process. I was feeling a little somber, feeling like I wanted to make something that was reminiscent of like, 90s rock kind of. Funnily enough, I am playing bass on this song actually, and I wrote the bass line. This is how that song started actually. I played that little bass line that you hear, the little, and then I had the idea to harmonize the bass with itself because that was cool, and then that became like the main bass line for the song, which is so weird. I do not play bass. I'm not good at bass at all, but I just had that little thing in my head, and we actually used it for the song. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love the climax of this song, and I feel like it's like Dead Man's sadder sister or something. Here is Get to You by Alessia Cara. Hello. I'm here to answer your questions. Sorry to scare you. What did you mean by an apparition on the other side of the water? Did I imagine you there? Well, in the first verse, I say an apparition on the other side of the table. Did I imagine you there? So at this point, you are, feeling distant from someone who's right there, close to you. And then in the second verse, when I talk about apparition on the other side of the water, this is referencing like a long distance relationship. So this is one of the songs on the album. I think the only song on the album where I'm talking about, a past relationship or relationships of mine, but then also referencing somebody else who was in a somewhat of a long distance relationship. And so that second verse is kind of like a little hat tip to that person's relationship, because I think we, have gone through similar things. And yeah, so this song is about feeling distance from somebody, even if they're close to you, or, whether they're right across, from the table, or, across the ocean. You can still feel that same sense of distance, even if they're right beside you. So it's like about physical distance and emotional distance, which is why I wanted to like reference both. And like not being able to get to somebody, whether it be physically or emotionally. So that's why I said that. And did I imagine you there? It's just like, am I just in love with some sort of idea of you? Are you really there? Referencing Dead Man, if you're really there. This is why I think they're like sisters. This is like the sister song to Dead Man. Just the sadder realization. Hello, it's Megan. What does the line, your mirror showed me what's on my mind mean? I think it's just sometimes people come into your life, maybe not to be there forever, but to show you different parts of yourself, a pattern that you might be repeating or something like that. Sometimes people can be like vessels for that, for you to discover things about yourself, and so that's kind of what that line means. It's like I'm seeing something in you that's showing me something about myself, and I don't know how I feel about that, you know? Carry on. Hello, hello. We've officially made it to the halfway point of the album, guys. I think we know this song. I've talked about this a lot, but for those of you who don't know, this is one of my favorite songs on the album. You're going to hear an incredible guitar solo near the end of it that is played by the one and only John Mayer, who is absolutely incredible. And this was just one of the coolest experiences ever to get to watch him do such a or play such an incredible solo. Unbiasedly, I feel like it's one of his best solos, and I'm just honored that he gave it to me on this song. Love this song so much. Made it with Jakob in Los Angeles, and I hope you enjoy. Here we go. The guitar, the guitar really said. He really said that. Guys, I think I might have to go soon, so I might have to play these songs like from the middle on, so that we can get to each one, and so I don't leave you in the middle of this, because I have to perform like somewhere pretty soon. But however, that was obvious. Love that song. That's honestly one of my favorite songs ever. This next song that's coming up is, I think, obvious, and this next one are kind of like the turning points of the album, where it goes from like sadness to that joy again, and Garden Interlude is like the interlude into falling in love and happiness and all of those things. And I love this song. Um, it's a song that came pretty quickly, actually. It was like um, we were just like in the studio playing a bunch of weird instruments and like percussion and like banging on different things and using triangles and shakers and things like that. And not really having any rhyme or reason to it, just kind of doing it on beat. And this is kind of what came out. And I love that kind of demo-y feel of it, and that doubled vocal I thought was really cool. So here's Garden. I'm going to have to like fast forward it a little bit. So I'm so sorry to ruin the flow, but I do want to make it till the end. So love you guys. And here is Garden Interlude. Okay, so you actually can't fast forward it, so we're just gonna have to figure it out. Here's Garden Interlude. Sorry. Oh, hello, hello. All right, guys, that was Garden Interlude. This next one is a song that I actually went into the studio with the intention to write for somebody else. Um, I heard the instrumental to this, the original instrumental, because this is, has taken on a few different lives. But I heard the original instrumental and I thought, oh, this would be kind of like a cutesy pop song to write, but I did not think it would be for me. I was like, let's just write like for somebody else. I was initially like, maybe for Doja Cat or something, because it was in her like Kiss Me More, Say So era. So I was like, maybe it can be for her, even though she writes all her own music. I was just looking, to like some sort of, pop star to maybe give it to, which is why the lyrics are just kind of fun and lighthearted. They're not really autobiographical. It's just kind of something that I thought would be a cool title, and a cool concept. And yeah, I wasn't going to put it on the album because I just didn't think it fit. But then, I revisited it because a lot of people kind of liked it. And so I redid the production with Mike Elizondo again, added some real strings, real instruments, and turned it into what it is now, which I feel is a lot more in line with the rest of the music. And I think it is an integral part of falling in love. So I do think the concept was an important addition, and it definitely has grown on me, and has started to feel more and more like my own. So here it is. I hope you enjoy Nighttime Thing on Alessia Cara Radio.
I think I like you like that.
Sorry. Okay, that was or this is now, Feels Right, which is a song I made with Jakob in Los Angeles. And he's the same person I made August with. And it's one of those songs that, again, I wasn't sure that I was on the album, but a few people in my life really liked it. And it just feels really breezy and fun and light. And it's great to drive to. Like, I really. And that was Feels Right on Alessia Cara Radio. I'm currently in the car on the way to the next thing. So, on my way, guys, to those who might be waiting. Okay, we got a couple more songs left. This next one is one of my favorite songs I've ever made. I know I say that for a lot of songs on this album, but this one just feels so good to perform live. And it means a lot to me. I made it, played all the strings on it, and then we took it again to Nashville with Mike Elizondo, and then he added some magic to it as well. So a bunch of people contributed to making the production of the song, and it sounds so good for that reason, I think, because there's so many beautiful artists on it. So here it is, Slow Motion on Spotify Radio. That one's one of my favorite lines because I got to reference Eric Badu, who I love so much. And there's like a lot of little references in that one line. I talk about, believe it. I've been sitting on it for about 3 years, and it feels so amazing just to finally have it out and to play this album with you guys and listen to it with you. It's really special. So thank you so much. This is going to be the last song. Before I let it play, I'm gonna head into sound check so I can do the show. But before I go, I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in and for supporting this album and all the lovely things you've been saying. I've been reading throughout the day as much as I can, through in between work stuff, and it's just so amazing to see all the nice things and to know that you guys enjoy it. It means the world to me. So thank you so much for all your love and support. I love you very much, and I will see you real soon on tour. We're going on tour, North America, Australia, Asia, Europe. Can't wait to see you guys. So this is the last song that closes the whole thing out, and it's about forgiveness and looking back on past relationships, past versions of yourself with a sense of closure and love and understanding. And I thought it'd be a good way to end the album. It's a great way, I think, to end this little stream that we've been doing. Thank you guys once again. I'm going into sound check now. Love you very much. This is clearly, once again, on Spotify Radio by me, Alessia Cara. This has been Love and Hyperbole. Love you very much.